welcome again. It's nice to have everyone's energy together. So beautiful to start the night. So everyone raising their right hand high in the sky. This is how you ask questions. But I want to ask you guys a couple of questions before we start. So leave your hand up. Leave your hand up if you have in the past manifested something in your life and you have then gone, how the hell did that happen? Okay, a few people put their hand down. All right, I'll need to talk to you two later. Leave your hand up. Leave your hand up if you have wanted to manifest something and it didn't happen and you were like, shit. Yeah, double. Okay. Leave your hand up if you'd like to learn how to supercharge your manifestation powers. Everyone's like, me, double. Awesome, you can put your hand down. Because tonight we're talking about manifestation and the power of manifestation and how you can manifest your desires. And this is something that I've been asked to talk about quite a few times. And I was like, right, I've got to do it. Because I think I'm a pretty good manifester. My husband always jokes that I have magical fairy dust. And he's like, can you sprinkle some of your magical fairy manifestation dust? Like whenever we go to a car park, he's like, right, sprinkle it now. And I'm like, sprinkle. And then we actually get a car park. Like it's crazy. But some of the things that I've manifested in my life have blown me away. And I want to share these 3 tools with you guys tonight, which is how I believe I've become a really good manifester. And the first thing is becoming crystal clear on what it is you actually want. I think there's so much like, yeah, I want to do what she does, or like I want a career like that, or I want like a guy like that. But the universe doesn't hear wishy-washy. The universe, God, whatever you believe in, the more specific you are, the better. I mean, spell it out for the universe. Be crystal clear with what it is that you want, whether it's to do with a job or a guy or something to do with your health. The more specific you are, the better. I remember before I met my husband, I was finally in a place in my own body, in my own skin, where I was so content for the very first time in my whole life. I was so overflowing with love. I was so happy in my own skin. And of course, that's when the guy walks in. But before that, I was so happy on my own, but I started to think, okay, no, I could definitely, I would definitely love to have someone in my life, but I'm not attached to getting it. So I would journal about this type of man that I wanted in my life. And it's funny because just recently I found this journal and I couldn't believe it. I wrote, I want him to be a musician. He's a musician. I want him to have brown hair. He has brown hair. I want him to be 6'1". He's 6'1". It blew my mind. I want him to be able to play the guitar. He can play the guitar. I want him to be, the things that I had written in there. And it wasn't, I did it because I also wrote down how I wanted to feel with him. I wanted to feel joyful. I wanted to feel grounded. I wanted to feel love. I wanted to feel happiness. So it wasn't just these external things like being a musician and having brown hair. But the point of the story is the more specific you get, the easier it is for the universe to hear what it is that you actually want. Does that make sense? So whether it's something to do with your health or whether it's to do with a dream job that you want to manifest or, more friends or whatever it is, the more specific, the better. Makes sense? So I want you guys to think about for a minute. Everyone close down their eyes. And I want you to think about what you desire right now in your life. Maybe it's something to do with your health or career or relationships whether it's love relationships or friendships. If you have more than one, that's okay. But just hone in on the most powerful one that's really pulling on your heartstrings. See it. And when you've got it, I want you to write it down. And be so specific with what it is that you are ready to call in to your life. The more specific, the better. Something that I really want to manifest in my life at the moment is a particular team member to help me with the project that I'm working on. So I've been writing down the exact skills that I need this person to have. Then I've been writing down the type of personality that I want this person to have. And, you know, I've been getting really, really specific with it. So really write down everything that you can think of. And if you've got more than one, that's fine. You can pop them all down. But it's not often that we actually even take the time to do this sort of thing. And then we're like, why isn't this happening? Or why haven't I manifested this? But we haven't actually even taken the time to sit and get really clear on what it is that we actually want. The universe doesn't know wishy-washy. It can't hear. It wants you to spell it out for it. It wants you to be super specific. So you guys are still writing, which is awesome. It means you're being very specific. So keep going. I'll give you a couple more seconds. Does anyone not have anything? Raise your hand. Don't be shy. Okay, great. Everyone's got something. That's awesome. Because you were first finishing, you got to share first.
Okay. I want a peaceful home where everyone shows each other gratitude, love, empathy, and courtesy.
Beautiful. That's nice. I love that. What about you? I know. She always at the front.
I want a 4-bedroom, $1 million home. It's got 4 bedrooms, it's got a spa, bath and office, it feels like sunshine and lollipops, it's got a big backyard, it's got a 3-car garage, and it's got an office room for the kids.
Amazing. I want to come over. Amazing. Perfect. I love it. Really specific. Awesome. Awesome. What about you?
I want to, it was health, and mainly around nourishing my body and fitness. So eating only nourishing foods, feed my body in a positive way, move my body in a positive way, and be a positive health example for my baby.
Yeah, beautiful. Nice. What about you?
Mine is to, I guess, believe in myself and my talents more, and I always find I'm sort of like the odd one out. I'm a bit different to everyone else, so I don't want to question myself, even though I'm sort of different than a lot of the others around me. I want to sort of trust myself more and not let other people's questioning what I'm doing, or because I'm sort of starting a business at the moment, and just follow my gut and my heart more.
Beautiful. Who else feels like the odd one out in most situations? Like, yeah, You're not alone. Just so you know. Everyone feels like that. What about you?
Mine was more of feelings, because I've just currently moved into my own place with my son, which was a big step for me and something I've been wanting for ages.
Yep.
So right now I actually feel grounded, which is a great feeling, and
Beautiful.
don't feel like I need anything, which is also a great feeling. Just also just the strength and patience to do things on my own. To know my position right now. Yeah, I don't feel like I need a man or
Yep.
more money or a better job. I'm just happy. So
Yeah, but manifesting more strength is a great thing. Yep, beautiful. I want to manifest something that I'm working on. I want to manifest more strength in my lower back. It's random, but I have sometimes lower back pain. So something I'm working on is strengthening my lower back. I want to manifest that. So it doesn't have to be external things, you know, it's exactly right. It could be inner strength. Perfect. I love it. Inner strength's a nice one. What about you, Ange?
I want to manifest a lower heart rate, 70 to be exact. I've had heart problems and I want to feel confident and safe in my heart again.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Awesome. What about you next there? Nice. Beautiful. Well, you've got about 50 here. You can all swap numbers at the end. Beautiful. What about you, Ariel? You want to manifest mastering her? Yeah, nice. Awesome. We've got my book.
Yes.
Yeah. Good. She's 21. And I'm just like, I wish I was 21 and listening to this and mastering my mean girl. It's amazing. It's so exciting. So look what you have manifested. You know, you've manifested this information. You've manifested to be here. You've manifested this life to hear this information. It's just going to set you up. Oh, so good. Yeah, awesome. What about you?
Mine was health.
Yep.
Diet, concentrate more on diet and weight loss.
Yep. Yep. So maybe instead of saying weight loss, we could change it to I want to manifest maybe feeling confident within myself or something like that, because your words are really powerful. They're really, really powerful. And we want to make sure that whatever we are putting out there is coming from a heart space and not our mean girl.